Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a Talon guide. I've been getting a ton of requests ever since my one-shot Talon build has been doing really well on YouTube, and today I'm going to be doing a guide video. I've been getting a ton of requests like I said before, and yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into it. This is going to be a similar style to my 7 guide video that I've done before. I'm doing this live on stream at twitch.tv/Venenu_. I stream every single day over there at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're going to go give me a follow over there, I'd appreciate it a ton. Come say hi, say hello. I'm from the YouTube. What's up? You know, have fun with it. And yeah, can't wait to see you guys over there. All right, well, let's do it. Let's get right into it. So Talon has a single shot auto attack. Does a lot of damage on the headshot, being 43, base 22. Single shot, you can hold down left click, no recoil, and just keeps on shooting. Now, first ability is going to be our single shot, charge up, spirit arrow. Does not matter where you shoot them, it will do the same exact damage. This is just a straight line. It can pierce multiple targets at a time and does a big burst damage. This is main Talon's ability with the build that I'm currently running. I've tried the weapon damage build, but this build specifically will be focusing on the Spirit one-tap build because that is the most fun. This is one of the most fun characters I've played, so I want to explain everything and show you guys what this can do. Second ability is going to be Rain of Arrows. We're going to press R2, you're going to fly up in the sky, and you're going to get a bunch of different arrows. That was not shown the best because I hit the wall there. You can press 2, you'll jump backwards, and you can shoot from a bow. You can't hit people multiple times with one arrow. It's just a singular thing burst from that. You can control yourself in the sky. You can cancel it early and double tap control and go down faster. Third ability is going to be a trap. It takes a little bit to charge up, and it will trap everybody there, just making them unable to move, giving them a route. Your fourth ability is going to be calling down a bird. You can hold left click to make it go faster. You can hit a wall and it will explode instantly, or without hitting anything, you can hit spacebar and it will hit everything around it in a circle. So we're going to go into with more depth in our abilities. So leveling up our first ability will give it 1 extra charge. This is the ability that you're going to be maxing. Before I forget, you guys have been asking a ton to put all of my builds up on the browse shop. So you guys can come over here after pressing B, go into browse builds public, type in Venenu, and you'll see right here the Talon build. You guys can feel free to favorite if you want to favorite. If not, you guys can use the video as reference. It is up to you completely. So how we're going to start this off is maxing our 1. It is going to be give us +1 charge, plus 65 damage, and then improved damage scaling and -3 second delay. So if you guys want to see, by default, that's your charge up time. When it is maxed out, this is your charge up time. So it's a lot faster, shooting in between, and does a bunch of damage. Leveling up our second ability will reduce it by 15-second cooldown. While airborne, specifically airborne, you get +7 weapon damage, and your weapon damage applies a 40% slow. So that means while we're chewing, when we hit somebody, you can see that slowing aura around them. That yellow down arrow right there, that means they are slowed. You can spam that and reduce their auto attack. Yes, there is a weapon Talon build. It is not as strong as the Spirit one-tap build, but yes, you can go weapon Talon if you want to. Maybe I'll do a little guide on that. I also have a video previously on my YouTube showing that. So yeah. Anyway, let's finish this. Our last upgrade will be 50% build lifesteal and 50% spirit lifesteal while in the sky. So when we're auto attack, we have lifesteal. When we use our ability, we have lifesteal again. This ability is very strong, but it is awkward with this build on how to level up. Next, we're going to be showing off our 3. 3 will be 1 point -20 second cooldown, +2 slow duration on our 3, and then while people are trapped, Talon does 30% more bullet damage to them for 10 seconds. Next up is going to be our ultimate. Leveling it up once gives +100 damage, leveling it up twice, -50-second cooldown, and at max rank, it will execute them. So something, if you don't actually read this, every single kill that you get will be a +5 spirit power. So yes, it racks up very fast. So right here, you see it has nothing on it. I go ahead and ult this Infernus and blow it up. I get +5 spirit power permanently. This is a permanent buff. This is not just if I die, it's all gone. This is a full permanent buff. And yes, executing at 22% after the bird hits. So yes, very, very strong if you can actually ramp this up off cooldown. We're going to go into the build now. We're going to explain everything. Some basic combos that you can do. It's just a normal shift jump, and you can look for some poke like that. You can be up in the sky here, go for a headshot with headshot booster, cancel early and go down. You can throw traps on corners. You can also throw traps on walls, for example. Anybody that walks over that, I will try to show you here. Anybody that walks this way will get trapped even though it's not on the floor. So that is something to keep in mind for some cheeky little traps. So if it's traps up here, let's say it's around mid, people can walk into it here and they will get trapped. Now, for the build portion, we are going to be going into my personal favorite here for the time being, a extra regen. This is again similar to the 7, just keeps you sustained up through your lane if you're going to be either playing aggressive or playing passive. This just kind of keeps you in the lane so you don't have to force it back and forth. This is going to give you plus 11% base health, 2.8 health regen, 8% ammo, 25 health. We are then going to go into a, personally, what I like to do is go into a Mystic Burst. This is giving our 1 a bunch of damage on it, as this is going to be your main poke tool in the laning phase is with your 1. Then we're going to go into an extra charge, so we have an extra charge of our 1, giving us 3 charges as we are maxing our first ability first. This is going to let us poke somebody 3 times instead of just a standard 2 times, and giving us a little extra room, you know, if we miss, you know, just in case, you know, we don't want to miss out. Then I usually like to go into a headshot booster, which I showed earlier. And in laning phase, if I can get a 2 up in the sky, hit somebody with an auto cancel and drop down with my 1 and poke them even double. You can also do a cheeky little thing of headshot 1 or 1 headshot, either one. You can one shot somebody like that. So you basically charge up your 1, you can shoot it instantly, and then get an auto in as well, and you get a big burst that way. I've been messing around with Hollow Point as well, because it kind of assists with your laning phase where you can kind of float up in the sky, poke somebody down quite a bit, just do a bunch of damage to them, and it makes their laning phase quite difficult to actually play, because usually you're going to be staying pretty far back in the fight and you'll just have a bunch of damage to deal to them with your weapon. Now I'm going to go into Sprint Boots and Extra Spirit. These are just 2 strong items that I like to go, because I do like to go Enduring Speed in almost every single one of my builds. Sprint Boots gives us extra health regen, Sprint Speed when we're running around doing boxes, and just the casual weapon damage. Again, helping us use our auto attacks to punish our lane opponents or win our lane. You can go extra health if you're really getting pressured, and just give you a little bit of extra health so you can sustain through the lane as well. If you're against a high pressure lane like Paradox or Pocket or Abrams, something like that. Next up on the list, we're going to rush Enchanter's Barrier. Enchanter's Barrier is going to give us 20 spirit power while the shield is up, while also giving us plus 8% cooldown reduction, allowing us to use our 1s a lot more often. This 8% cooldown reduction only procs while you are shielded. Now, on a side note to rushing Enchanter's Barrier, which is the more consistent one that you're going to be rushing if you're really winning lane, you want to go into Mystic Shot, as Mystic Shot does scale with your spirit, and you do a lot of damage with it. So keep that in mind for depending on how you like to play your games. Next, we're going to go Improved Burst. This Improved Burst is going to make our 1 just hit like a truck, adding a whole extra 60 damage to the ability. Something to think about on what you're rushing. Personally, I like to rush Improved Burst over Improved Spirit, as I do like the big burst number. Also helps you with securing people or securing kills with your ultimate ability. Next, we're going to go left to right in this build. If you are getting chased around by people that have slowing hexes, I'd suggest that you go Improved Burst into Enduring Speed, as Enduring Speed will keep you alive longer and allow you to kite people that are chasing you down. So we're going to go into Improved Spirit, giving us more spirit power overall, and scaling our ultimate and our 1, allowing us to one-shot it even more. Rapid Recharge makes our first ability come out faster, so this is current speed for our 1s. I have no cooldown on. Our current speed for our 1 is this. I have to wait 0.5 seconds between, or 1 second between each shot. If I get Rapid Recharge, for example, I have more charges, and I can shoot at every 0.2 seconds. Let me get all these charges back, and I can kind of show you guys this more once this loads. Okay, so this is with rapid recharge. So you basically have 0 downtime and you can kind of spam them and just poke down. You're going to be wanting to shoot carries with this, as that is the most damage output that you're going to have on them. Next, we're going to go superior cooldown. You can go superior cooldown on your first ability, as it is a 12-second cooldown per charge. You can hover over this to see what it does by buying it. Personally, I like putting this on my ultimate ability, even though I am going for one-shots. I do like putting this on my ultimate ability because it will reduce it from a 60-second cooldown to a 41-second cooldown. And if you're running around and capturing these urns and you happen to get a CDR one, you will have your old CD at a lower thing, and you can fly around and execute people very, very, very easily. Side note on that as well, something I just want you guys to keep in mind: if people are chasing you and they are playing aggressive on you, you can dash in, throw your bird out, detonate it instantly, stun them, then combo them with your one, throw a trap down, combo them with your one, and just keep poking them that way. Don't be afraid to use your bird aggressively, even if people are chasing you, as it does do a bunch of damage. It is a stun, and if people are chasing you, you can trap your feet, fly up in the sky, throw your bird in that general direction, and go ahead and look for the kills. Obviously, you won't have 75 stacks or 75 extra spirit, but you get the point. Next, we're going to go into Mystic Vuln. This is going to be our percent pen item, or damage increase versus tanks. If you are running into tank problems even more, it's hard to get kind of spirit pen items, but there are quite of other different ways that you can do it by enhancing your personal damage with escalating exposure, surge of power on your one, or you can go like a suppressor to keep them distance away from you. Kind of dependent on what you want to do with that. But for me, this is the build that I'm going. And then I already talked about enduring speed. This is the item that you're going to go pretty much every single game, in my opinion, in its current state and iteration. So we are going to rush our Boundless Spirit as fast as we can. This is going to be our first 6k item. This is the strongest item that you can get in Talon, as it does enhance your ultimate kill potential and your one kill. This is the one-shot build guide. So this is the item that you want. This is going to enable you to do those one-shots that you want to be going. Next, we're going to go into Surge of Power. This is your choice, as explained here. You can either put this on your first ability or put this on your ultimate. It's completely up to you. It does not really matter. Next, I've been kind of messing around with Mystic Reverb. It's interesting. I kind of like it. I kind of don't like it, but you can put this on your first ability if you're the one that's kind of doing all the damage on your team. You can also put it on your ultimate ability, so when you throw out your ability, it procs a slow when you pop it. I kind of like it on the first ability more. This one's an iffy one. I've just been kind of messing with it. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest hater of it. Up to you. Divine Kevlar, I know it's a weird item to have in here, but it does give you 40 extra spirit power when you cast your ultimate. Yes, this ability does cast when you press your ult. Divine Kevlar proc right here, you can see. And yes, it does give you the 40 extra spirit power for this ability, dealing a bunch more damage. You might be asking, why do I have these Sharpshooter, Pristine Emblem, and Burst Fire in here? Because I've been messing around with going hybrid. Personally, I think it's more important to go hybrid so you're not full one trick. This is if you're at like 40k souls, 45k souls, that you're going to have this anyway. But yes, we're going to go Sharpshooter, Pristine Emblem, and Burst Fire so we can have some bullet damage to kill people. It's definitely still strong to just have a hybrid mix. You don't have any pen for this version of it, but yes, it does help us keep alive and stay alive. And if we're playing far away, because we're already poking people with our ones, we can be far with Sharpshooter and still just kind of hit heads and kill them very fast. So this is your choice here. You can go both if you're like Giga Fed or whatever. Personally, I like going Spirit Arm because it just gives you spirit power. And you know, we're going for a one-tap build, so might as well commit to it fully. But if you're dying to a Haze, Wraith, or Vindicta, anything like that, we want to go Bullet Armor. Now, this is the important stuff. So reactivate barriers. Do you still see a lot of people, or reactive barriers? I keep calling it reactivate barrier. Reactive barrier. If you get engaged on, this item is perfect. If you are against a Moon Krill, an Abrams, a Dynamo, a Beep Bop, all of these, this will proc it and you will gain a 400 200 barrier. Obviously, it's not the most impressive thing in the late game, but it is still very strong, as it does give you ammo, the 75 bonus health, 2 health regen, and the base 14% health increase. This is really good versus Haze as well, as if she sleeps you, sometimes you're just dead as Talon because you are a squishier character. Combat barrier if you're against a bullet character in lane. This doesn't really matter. Personally, I just always go Enchantress barrier because I just like doing more spirit damage. So, more fun. Heal Bane if a lot of healers are in the game or there's a lot of lifesteal. You usually need this every single game, so just keep in mind that you're probably going to end up going this unless somebody else is covering that for you, and then your life is much easier. Spiritual Overflow as well is pretty good. It's a kind of a niche item, but if you're shooting people with your bullets, you can use your one afterwards and just proc it on somebody. So for example, if I'm just shooting, hold on, too fast. That's your Spiritual Overflow. As you can see, I have a glow around me. If I shoot now, it's going to be a big burst damage. So if I normally shoot without Spiritual Overflow on, instead of 902, it is doing... It's still on me. Even if I stole it. Hold on. Let it leave on this left side here. There we go. It does 788. So 788 to 902. So up to you if you want to go this. This is obviously a situational item. Does give you CDR, does give you lifesteal, and does give you fire rate. And obviously, if you shoot somebody 3 times, I don't have the item anymore, it will give you your spear power increase for 18 seconds. Refresher, if you're going like an ult style build, you can just use 2 ults, obviously, pretty fun. Spear lifesteal just gives you sustain with your ults and your ones. If people are chasing you, it kind of just gives you a little bit of extra sustain and upkeep on your livelihood. Divine Barrier, if you're really getting pushed down and shoved, you want to go Divine Barrier just to keep you alive as long as you possibly can. Debuff Remover, if you're against like a Pocket or like a Wraith that's trying to ult you, or a Moe, or you've been slowing hexed, or you've been decayed, or yada yada yada. Debuff Remover just keeps that away from you and gets that off of you. And overall, just a strong item, does give you weapon damage and bonus health. Ethereal Shift. So again, this is also my 7 build, an item that I've been messing around with because it does just keep you alive longer. And it does give you bonus spirit power. So the bonus spirit power works as if I am... Once I press it, I don't have the bonus spirit power. Once I drop from it, I get the bonus spirit power. As you can see, reference right here by the left side. You have a pretty long time of when you can use it for. And it does increase your power by quite a bit. So instead of 854, I'm doing 819. So a good nice 40% or 40 spirit power increase. And last but not least, similar to my 7 guide, we have the good old Warp Stone. Why I have Warp Stone in here is it's just a nice little out. If people are chasing you, you can Warp Stone in the sky, stay up in your 2, keep that alive. People have been trying to do some tech with like Warp Stone, like bird Warp Stone. Okay. You can do some tech with like bird. Stun somebody, Warp Stone, and hit them with the 1, just to giving you that extra movement. And, you know, blinking is fun, keeps you alive, gives you bullet resist. On the move. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So look for those traps, use your traps for peel, and good luck with everything. This is my most favorite build in the game. Just a ton of fun. This character is awesome once you learn him. And yeah, the roughest part of him is going to be the laning phase. Just play it as safe as you can. You are single target, so it is hard to secure souls and whatnot. But you can do some crazy things and do some really cool pop-off plays and very clip-worthy stuff that you can do with this build. So if you guys enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Put down below what guide you want to see next, and I hope you guys are enjoying these style of guides. We're going to do probably Warden next, and we'll probably have a couple more Talon videos coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. I do upload every single day at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you guys are around for that. Leave a comment on the new videos coming up. Leave a comment on this video of what you want to see next. Leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Again, I stream at twitch.tv/Venenu_ at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't gone giving me a follow, go ahead and give me a follow. And that will be it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace, peace.